over a 4-day period from April 4th to 7th, Seville, capital of the autonomous community of Andalusia, and the autonomous city of Ceuta were hit by several major fictional earthquakes that required the intervention of local, regional, and state emergency services, including the Spanish armed forces and state security forces and agencies. The earthquakes led to more than 550 dead, 2,000 wounded, an unspecified number of missing people, collapsed buildings, severely affected roads and railways, as well as extensive damage to water, electricity, and gas networks. This fictional scenario is part of the annual emergency exercise organized by the Spanish Military Emergency Unit, Unidad. Once the level of national emergency was reached on Tuesday, April 5th, the general heading up the unit assumed operational management of the emergency, according to the Spanish State Seismic Risks Program. In the early morning of April 4th, the first magnitude 6.1 earthquake struck, hitting the neighborhoods and towns north of Seville. More than 3,500 people took part in Exercise South 2016, including military personnel from the Armed Forces of Spain, the US, France, and other countries, as well as emergency and health organizations, the regional government of Andalusia and the autonomous city of Ceuta, state security forces, the Spanish Red Cross, and strategic companies. The human search and rescue teams, supported by international organizations under the auspices of the United Nations and Civil Protection Mechanism of the European Union, work together to search for survivors. At the same time, technological and environmental emergency intervention teams tackled the damage caused by a fire at a chemical plant in Alcalá de Guadaira, a town southeast of Seville, where a possible toxic cloud threatened to worsen the situation. Meanwhile, in Ceuta, the city's hospital had to be evacuated because of significant damage to its structure, and patients were transferred to the military field hospital set up in the port area with the appropriate health equipment. Exercise South 2016 was a combined joint military exercise in which numerous civil emergency organizations participated. This exercise involved the implementation of procedures to deal with a major catastrophe, with the support of several organizations, following the guidelines and lessons learned in other major international emergencies, such as Fukushima, the earthquake in Chile, and Hurricane Katrina, where the respective governments decided to assign military personnel to deal with the emergency.